Fratton Park, one of the old school grounds in the Championship, and whatever happens in the autumn at the likes of the London Stadium, the bitter cold of Swansea in winter, and the spring against Norwich on the final day, today will always be the day remembered to get the 26-27 season going. A long 46-game minimum campaign, and it starts here at Fratton Park against Portsmouth as the players make their way out of the tunnel. Alongside me as ever, Mr. Andy Sinton. Just tell me how excited you are that the first league game is finally here.
Yeah, really excited, Tyler. You know, I always think about it as a player, and yeah, this was a day in a game you look forward to. You trained. The atmosphere inside this stadium is incredible. You know, the Pompey fans, they get right behind the team, but the Rangers fans are waiting all right and making loads of noise as well. Boiling hot day. You never quite know what you're going to get on the opening day in the opening few weeks of the season, but good optimism around the club. We've had a decent pre-season. Come on, you R's.
Well, let's take you through the lineup. Starting off with the home side, Portsmouth. Schmidt starts in goal. A back four of Terry, Devlin, Paul, Shaughnessy and Swanson. Adams and Shane are the two in the deeper midfield. Kamara just ahead. Segicic on the right with Brooks Smith on the left, and it's Bishop up top. And then turning the attention to Rangers. Pierce Charles starts in goal. It looks like a back four of Mbenge, Dunn, Jake Clark-Salter and Boyd Kemper. That means Edwards may push into the midfield, which is joined by Vale and Ilias Chair. Saito and Poku provide the width, and Roman Burrell, the man up top through the middle. Well, in terms of an opening day at a stadium like this, against an opposition like this, it's certainly one way to get the season going. A real physical contest is what we'd expect.
Yeah, very much so. You know, I always say, and you look at league tables sometimes, and you look at Portsmouth away. I've played here. This is a tough place to play when these fans are right behind us. So that's the first thing for Rangers. Can we manage that? Can we dampen them down? Can we keep them a little bit quiet? Can we dictate the tempo of the game? That'll give us the foundation. And can we go on? And of course, can we walk away with 3 points?
One interesting thing to note before kickoff, before we will have a minute's applause, is that it looks like Rangers and Portsmouth have swapped sides in terms of where they will be attacking in the first and second halves. But first, there will be a moment of applause. So next up here at Fratton Park, after the team huddles, the season will finally be getting underway. Rangers in the all-black strip this afternoon. Portsmouth in their usual blue-white with the red socks. And all we need to find out now is, well, firstly, who will get us underway, and secondly, who will leave with the 3 points in 90 minutes' time. It does look like the hosts that will get us going.
Well, there's your answer to the first one. The second one,
it will be a long wait for that second one.
We'll have to wait, but come on.
Segicic stands over the ball in the centre here for the home side, and it's a pass straight back to the goalkeeper Schmitz, and everyone from a Portsmouth point of view makes their way over towards that far side where it's hit long up towards by the goalkeeper. It is bouncing back towards that corner flag. A first piece of defending for Boy Kemper, sending it up the flank. Saito's touch a little heavy. And Portsmouth get the position. It's then kicked onto Chair, and it's an early Pompey throw on that far side. Taken towards Kamara by the corner flag. Helps it on wide. There's the ball into the penalty area. Important defensive touch by Clark Salter. Hugo Adams then plays it back. And Sean Essie now for Portsmouth, moving it over to his left side for the first time. Swanson usually plays right back, is forced to play left back this afternoon. Great noise, and so far a good start for Portsmouth. This Boy Kemper trying to shield it out. There's pressure on him, and it's come off the Rangers fullback last. So it will be an early Portsmouth corner.
Well, that'll be an interesting duel. You know, Kamara back at the club, playing down that right-hand side. Boy Kemper, he's competitive for his league debut for us. Did well last week against Millwall. The corner for Rangers to deal with in the opening minute.
Important piece of early defending to do is it's the in-swinging ball close towards the 6-yard box, and that was a big chance. Looks like it was Sean Essie who rose high. It's a free header, but he just completely misconnected.
Yeah, he comes out of the crowd, he gets a free header and almost seems to get there too early. His body shape's not right. That goes down as a chance.
Charles sprays it out towards that far side. This is Boy Kemper. Kamara chasing him. He looks to send it in behind here towards Saito. It's just not quite curved back in place, so it will go out for a Portsmouth throw within their own half.
Just looking at the Rangers setup, you know, Ronnie Edwards will play as a 6 if you want to put the modern day numbers on position. He'll sit just in front of the back four. Too advanced of him of Chair and Harvey Vale. Can we get them on the ball? And you got the wide players.
It's been volleyed out on the diagonal over towards this near side. Portsmouth advancing. Good challenge in there from Kwame Poku. Cuts back in onto his left foot, and Benge overlapping here. Amadou and Benge was the strong challenge on him. Portsmouth have it back. And it looks like there was just a foul there by the halfway line. The hosts get on with it quickly.
See, they want to start fast. They want to keep this atmosphere that the home fans are making with them. It's what you would expect from Rangers. I respect this at every opportunity, just to slow the game down. These opening minutes, if we get a throw in, take your time.
So it is back with the goalkeeper Schmitz, playing it off towards the right side of the defence. It's with Paul on the halfway line, playing it further wide to his right. And it's come off Saito and deflected back to Chair, but his touch has taken it straight back out of play for a Portsmouth throw. And just yet to get any real sense or spell of the possession with almost 3.5 minutes gone. Sean Essie playing it towards this left side for Swanson. Goes back to the Portsmouth centre half. Schmitz now. He looks to play a direct approach up towards that far side. There was the flick on by Kamara. It's going to bounce for a crossing position. It was miscued, and it has bounced or landed on the edge of the area where there was then a shot. That's been blocked. Portsmouth keep the possession at Adams. Plays it back towards Sean Essie. Brooks Smith now into his right foot, back with Adams, a few yards deeper. He moves it along that defence. Shane off towards that right side once more. Paul, might be an opportunity for him to cross as he does play it into the penalty area. Palmed away by Pierce Charles, headed on to the right by Burrell towards Poku. And Pierce Charles has actually stayed on the ground here after the punch.
I'll tell you what, it's a really good ball in from a centre-back pool. Pierce Charles does well because he commits, and he's got to get something on it. You've got Colby Bishop breathing down you. He's not going to pull out of anything. So credit to Pierce in goal. Portsmouth officials just having a word with the fourth. They don't think there was anything wrong, and I think it was a tactic for Rangers just to slow it down. Well, of course, referees are picking up on that this year.
He's back with Piers Charles. Ball out towards that left side. Chested by Boy Kemper and then moved on forward here towards Saito. First break forward for Rangers from this left side. Koki Saito, edge of the area on the left. Onto his right foot he goes. Not once, but twice. Still with Saito. Chair a few yards behind. He works it wide for Boy Kemper. First time Rangers have pinned back Portsmouth as Chair goes on this left side. Then cuts back onto his right foot again. Kemper a few yards behind. He'll play it back towards Ronnie Edwards and then all the way back towards Clark Salter. His pass back to the midfield. It asked a lot of Ronnie Edwards, who came diving into a couple of challenges. Referee deemed the first one a little bit high perhaps, and the free kick goes the way of the home side.
Yeah, I can possibly see why. Possibly see why.
So it's back with Schmidt-Sit. That was the first little burst forward from Rangers. Good work from Boy Kemper to unleash Saito initially. Here's Adams on that halfway line, playing it back towards Shaughnessy and across towards that right side of the defence. It's Paul on the halfway line, looking to play one low between the lines, and it's picked up here in that number 10 role before being switched out towards the left, where Mbenge came across to deal with it for now, but it lands back at Swanson. This is Brooks Smith taking on Mbenge. Now finding Swanson, right footed delivery is deflected and then headed out by Harvey Vale. Romain Burrell did well to take it in his stride, looking to get around Terry Devlin, still with Romain Burrell. He's got Boy Kemper behind him. He plays it forward looking for Saito, but then Paul's able to get there, and now Portsmouth can advance it from their right. Devlin going on and on. Kamara now. Segicic, edge of the area, left-footed shot, great block. Ronnie Edwards had to get there. And then it's bounced back towards Harvey Vale after the challenge from Chair, but his kick deflected back off Segicic. It's gone out for a Rangers throw on the left.
Now, you mentioned the block from Ronnie. Really good, really important. Throws himself out of edge of the box.
Kemper centre back towards Clark Salter. All the way here for Piers Charles. So switch it out to the other side, looking for Mbenge, who wins the header on, but that will be picked up by Adams. Shaughnessy to the halfway line. Shane now. Bishop's first time ball back towards that Portsmouth defence again. Adams found a nice gap. Brooks Smith able to turn, able to go to the edge of the area, getting his right foot shot away, and that's well claimed by Piers Charles.
Well, it's comfortable for Pearce. It's a really good ball forward. Brooks Smith takes it, always going to come inside on that right foot of his. Hits it well enough, but straight up Piers Charles.
Here's Jimmy Dunn. He'll play the more direct ball, and Mbenge making the dart here for Rangers. Shaughnessy coming across to win the header. It will bounce back towards Poku, who's got pressure on him. And Brooks Smith able to get away from that pressure. He then goes down. This is back with Adams. He also goes down. And the free kick given against Harvey Vale. Portsmouth get on with it swiftly. Move it across to that far side also swiftly. So it's back with Paul now in defence. All the way towards Schmitz in goal. Just outside his penalty area, where he returns it to the Portsmouth centre half. Terry Devlin back with Regan Paul once more. Shaughnessy. Swanson on the left. Gets around Poku. And now it's a 2v1 against Mbenge. There's the ball in behind him. Mbenge should be able to see it out when he's got his body in front, and he's done well to earn the free kick. He knew the challenge would be coming after.
Yeah, good defendant. Knows exactly what he's doing. Gets there first, just waiting for any contact.
He's now back up on his feet, so Rangers can take this free kick. And we'll play it out towards Jimmy Dunn. And turns back and plays it back for Piers Charles behind. Assessing his options, the Rangers goalkeeper. He's got the pass with Chair, who plays it back towards Jimmy Dunn. Taking it a few yards forward. Nothing going on ahead at the moment, so returns it to Piers Charles. This time, when it's truly outside his penalty area, he's going to go more direct, looking for Mbenge, who does win that header infield. Here's Romain Barrel. First touch with his head takes him to the penalty area. Paul and Shaughnessy able to do the defensive work between the pair of them. It's now bouncing out on the edge of the area. No one's really got a good foot on the possession as Chair now loops it left towards Saito. Boy Kemper. Chair a few yards further back. Turns it out wide towards Boy Kemper. So he finds Saito. Flag stays down here on the Rangers left, still with Saito sending it in. It's come off the Portsmouth man. It's a first Rangers corner.
Yeah, good play down that left-hand side. Koki Saito wins the corner. First set play for Rangers. Rangers fans behind the goal. Away to our right, full voice.
Just over 10 minutes gone at Fratton Park on the opening day. Saito, who won it, will take this corner. As he floats it in towards Chair. Chair takes it down in the box, goes for goal. It's bouncing around. There's the next header towards the roof of the net in the end. Big early chance that for Rangers.
Well, it's one work off the training ground. Obviously, Koki Saito drills it. Tilius Chair. Edge of the box. Touch. Strikes good on target. And get the block. Eventually comes to nothing, but well worked, Rangers.
Portsmouth go long from the goal kick. It's bounced all the way towards the penalty area, where Boy Kemper was able to see it behind. He's now down on the ground, and it will be a goal kick. He has remained down. And a little bit of discomfort, so it seems. It's him against Kamara. He won the battle in terms of winning Rangers a goal kick, but he's just feeling it now. He's happy to try and keep going, despite not walking too comfortably at the moment. We will continue with this Rangers goal kick, which is played towards Piers Charles. He's just about got it forward in time away from the pressure of Bishop. Portsmouth win that header forward, and now they're driving on forward. That was a good challenge from Ronnie Edwards. Salter then gets it away. Heading out towards this right side, then move back in field towards Shane. He can play it back towards Shaughnessy. Swanson now on this left side of the Pompey defence. Goes all the way across the defence to Regan Paul, opening out onto his right foot, playing it to the halfway line. Devlin, his ball infield. Edwards putting the pressure on, but a little too much pressure for the referee's liking. It has been a free kick for Portsmouth awarded, a few yards into the Rangers half. A few yards over towards the right from their point of view, so there is a little bit of an angle perhaps. Looks like Swanson is coming over to take. Rangers line about 5 or 6 yards away from the penalty area as it's floated in on that diagonal and then headed back into towards the danger area. It's come out towards Adams. He plays it back now. This is Devlin. Devlin's thinking about a shot. He is going to have a shot, and it's an absolutely stunning goal into the top corner. And Portsmouth take the lead with 15 minutes on the clock.
Well, it's a fine strike. Give him that. Picks it up 25 yards out. Looks like there's nowhere to go. No pressure on the ball. So he just lines it up, and I think he comes across it. When I say comes across it, a little bit of slice on it, which takes it away from Piers Charles. So there you see, no one near. And just cuts across the ball. It's a strike. Honestly, fully 25, 26, 27 yards. Does get his fair share of goals from the right, but there's the little cut that just comes across it. I think from our point of view, we'd be asking, why is there no pressure on the ball?
So where we go again with the pass back towards Charles. So he plays it long, where Barrell wins the header, bouncing around in the penalty area. It's passed out, but inaccurately. So Rangers have a throw high up in the Portsmouth half on the right side. And Benge coming across to take. Taken towards Harvey Vale. Turns it back towards him. Benge back with Vale again on this right side. Gets it onto his right foot, then finds, or left foot, and then finds Poku. Poku sent it in. That's going to be cleared away by Shane. Portsmouth win that next header up towards Bishop, whose touch will only find Kwame Poku now. Again, the pressure on him, but he's not going to give up on the situation. And then kicks back on towards Poku and out for a Portsmouth throw.
See the reaction of their fans, you know. You asked me before the game, opening 15-20 minutes was always going to be important today. We fell behind.
Boy Kemper has returned back to the ground. He'll now be getting some treatment. Does mean there is an opportunity for both coaches to have words with the players and what will be said down there in the Rangers park.
Well, I think from our point of view, you probably, now rephrase that, you should know what you're gonna face in the opening 15 minutes here. And they've started quite brightly, haven't really troubled us. There was a header over in the opening minute. I think it's a chance for us to regroup. We're a goal down. A little bit of organisational stuff. Now's not the time, but I'm sure there'll be debates why there was no pressure on the ball for the goal. Seeing the coaches together, just looking at the notes in the books.
Boy Kemper's back up on his feet and making his way off on that far side.
I think he's struggling, Tyler. I think he's struggling.
Yeah, I think I can see the substitution board beneath us, and looks like a early change is going to be made. But we'll update you on that as it happens. Looks like Keely Adamson is getting a talking to down there. So we are back underway, and it's with Schmitz here. Playing it towards Paul. There's an overload at the moment on this Portsmouth left. Swanson. So this is Paul. At the moment there'll be no rush from Portsmouth because Rangers won't have 11 players on the field until the ball's next out of play. Swanson, that's come off from Benge, so it has now gone out of play and the change can be made. So Keely Adamson coming on.
I'll be interested to see what happens here. If he goes right back and Amadou and Benge goes across, or Keely Adamson just goes into the left back, that's what's going to happen.
Portsmouth play it well on towards Swanson, who delivers so dangerously. Golden opportunity again. It's just a few inches away from Kamara, who was coming in.
Well, it's an absolutely brilliant ball down below us. We're right behind it. I think if Kamara probably just gambles a little bit more than he did, he gets a tap in.
a shove on the back there from Ronnie Edwards, there was. And Portsmouth have a free kick. They get another chance potentially on that diagonal. This time a few yards out to the left. Is it Swanson standing over it?
This will just be going on a diag. Unless they work something clever down here, but diag play on the second phase.
So it's sent in, it's done with the first contact. Flag is up, so there was an offside in that. The Rangers can regroup with the free kick. It's played short towards Clark Salter, who returns it towards Pierce Charles, with the Rangers centre half again. Charles once more, floating it forward, but getting a little too much on it, and Schmitz will be able to take it down and wait for the pressure.
Just looking at Pierce Charles when he's on the ball, they're not giving them the time to assess. You know, they're rushing them, they're putting them under pressure. They probably know his distribution's excellent, so they're rushing them, hurrying them. Just overhits that one.
Swanson looks for the switch out towards Devlin. Just take it down ahead of Saito, and Portsmouth retain the possession, back with their goalkeeper now on the edge of the D. Shaughnessy, Adams, back towards Schmitz again. So he now floats one out towards the Portsmouth left, and Benge wins the header. Good touch in the centre by Harvey Vale. He plays it back towards Jimmy Dunn. Left-footed ball forward, Adams will intercept, and now here come Portsmouth, ball over the top left side of the penalty area. Segacic cuts it back, it's bouncing towards goal, but it's into the gloves of Pierce Charles after a few deflections. He's quick to distribute out towards Mbenge now on this right here for Rangers. He darts on forward and then finds Kwame Poku. Nothing ahead of him, so turns back and finds Jimmy Dunn. This is Clark Salter now. Portsmouth pinned back into their own half as it's moved left towards Keely Adamson. He finds Saito. Clark Salter. Charles again here. This is Jimmy Dunn. Turning it back towards Pierce Charles. Clark Salter. Take it up towards that halfway line. Cher returns it to the centre half, and with Pierce Charles again now. Closer to the halfway line than he is to his own penalty area at the moment on the ball here for Rangers, the number one. Lefty goes towards Clark Salter. Back towards Charles once more. And just waiting for that right moment to flick a switch as Charles mixes it up and then goes long. Portsmouth win the header. Edwards plays it forward for Amar Burrell. He tugs it on right, looking for Mbenge. Touch with his head, moves it back and towards Jimmy Dunn. On that centre circle towards Clark Salter. Lefty goes towards Keely Adamson, who will return it back towards the Rangers, number 6. Into the Portsmouth half again here for the R's. Keely Adamson, left-footed ball infield. It's just run away from Cher though, but he's able to make amends and intercept, and this is Saito. Saito bursting onto his left foot, still going on. Then there came the challenge. It's cleared away as far as Edwards, who then volleys it back up forward, where Portsmouth win the first header and then flick it on here towards Kamara, taking on Jimmy Dunn. He's got a ball in behind. It's Segacic in behind the Rangers defence, and it's great catching up there from Mbenge, forcing the error and winning a goal kick.
Well, it is super defending, but a quick break from the hosts. Amadou Mbenge comes right across, forces the shot to be taken a little bit early, harmlessly wide.
Here's Jimmy Dunn for Rangers, moving it towards Ronnie Edwards, carrying the ball along the centre circle, taking it into the Portsmouth half, still going on, then looking left, but his pass is intercepted. Devlin, and Edwards has gone flying in on him, and he's going to get the first yellow card of the afternoon.
Yeah. No surprises there, it's late.
So Portsmouth free kick right on the halfway line. And it looks like, given the reception and what the referee's indicated, a drinks break here. 25.5 minutes gone before the Portsmouth free kick. So another chance for some words with the head coaches. And I'm sure that first thing that will be being said at the moment is defend this next free kick coming, but what else after that?
Well, we've got to get a foothold in the game. You know, we haven't had hold of the ball when we've got to give it away. We've had a couple of promising attacks down that left-hand side. You've just got to build into the game, whether that's stringing passes together. You've got to pass with a purpose. If you're Julian, you'll be looking, can we get Kwame Poke on the ball? Can we get Koke on the ball? Can we get Chair, Harvey Vale, Roman Burrell? You know, those 5 offensive players. And that's what Julian, he's just having a word with Ilias and Koke.
Players now making their way back onto the field.
And if you flip that, Tyler, if you're talking about, you know, what's being said, if you're part of Portsmouth, you've set up, you'll be probably just saying, you know, keep your foot on the gas, keep the intensity up, keep pushing. And as you say, there'll be a free kick to defend. So hopefully while you've had the break, concentration remains. Because again, I think this will just go big on the diag. They'll be looking for Poole and Shaughnessy.
So this free kick now can be taken. It was sent in towards the penalty area. Dunn rises hardest with the first header. It's come out to Adams, who sends another ball in. It's bouncing around. It's into the gloves of Pierce Charles. He rolls it out towards Jimmy Dunn. Moved out towards the right side for Mbenge. Turns back and finds Jimmy Dunn again here. Dunn plays it direct, looking for Roman Burrell. Takes it down on the Rangers' right, uses Poku just behind him. So with Kwame Poku into the penalty area onto his right foot, but he's got it all wrong. Misconnected, and it's actually gone out for a Portsmouth throw on that far side.
Yeah, just overhits the crossbar. I like what he does there. He goes on the outside. He's just trying to stand at back post. Just in golfing terms. Wrong club. Overhits.
So there's a throw from Portsmouth from deep in their own half. Going to be sent out now with the attempted ball on the switch towards Brooke Smith, but there's too much on it. It goes out for a Rangers throw on the halfway line on our right. Wenger looking for Harvey Vale. Was he fouled? Well, the referees let it go. Ronnie Edwards had to get there, and he did. Rangers almost in disbelief that the free kick wasn't given in favour of them.
I thought it was a foul on Harvey Vale. And once that wasn't given, I thought Ronnie was a little bit fortunate not to give away another foul. Just seeing Chair and Vale just trying to get a bit of movement, rotation in that middle of the park area.
Bonds give away, and now Bishop, and there's numbers done. That's vitally intercepted. He's made amends because Portsmouth were in on us for a second. Adamson plays it left towards Saito. 2 Portsmouth players right on him. He moves it infield towards Chair. He's got a lot of room ahead of him here, Chair. He moves it across to the right from Mbenge. Poku's free out wide. Poku's now found for Rangers. Mbenge starting to overlap. Poku onto his left foot, sends a ball in. It was dangerous. It's headed away, but still bouncing around on the edge of the area. Chair gets the next touch. Adams then rises highest, taken down by Keely Adamson. He's got Saito to his left here. Wide on the left here for the R's. Taking on Devlin sending it in towards Chair, chests it down in the penalty area, moves it back out towards Keely Adamson. Adamson then sent it in, it's dangerous, but it's too close towards Schmitz, who is able to claim for Portsmouth and is able to distribute it swiftly up now towards Bishop. And Dunn takes it down with his left foot. Clark Salter looking to return it to Jimmy Dunn between the pair of them. They've just about, but done the job.
Yeah, just about. Goalkeeper catches and releases early.
Benge switch out towards Saito, taking on Devlin. Devlin got a foot in that, but the pass out is given straight towards Ronnie Edwards. It's played now towards Chair. He goes left towards Edwards. Lets Chair take over again. Chair looking for the gap, and it was definitely the right pass. It didn't quite find its way towards Keely Adamson.
Yep. Thumbs up, I'm with you. The right pass, just the execution. Rangers just getting the grips with the possession and playing at a little bit higher tempo. These chairs pushed on high. Smith's gonna go long. We're looking for Bishop, no doubt.
Benge wins the first of the headers, being able to win the second out towards Kamara, being hurried by Keely Adamson. The ball does land at his feet, facing his own goal. Plays it across now towards Jimmy Dunn. He's got room to just drive forward out of that defensive line here for Rangers currently. And goes back towards Pierce Charles. Finding a nice ball out towards him. Benge chests it down on the byline, plays one in behind here towards Kwame Poku, right side of the penalty area. Poku plays it back, it's deflected out towards Adams. It's chested down again here by Poku inside the box, onto his left foot once more. Finds Vale, he flicks it in towards the penalty area. There's the chance, and there is the equalising goal. And it's Ilias Chair able to get the vital touch from close range and able to find the back of the Portsmouth net and get Rangers back on track on opening day.
Well, I just said Rangers were just starting to dominate the ball a bit more and raise the intensity. Ilias Chair on hand. 4 yards out, 5 yards out. It's at Harvey Vale that just flicks it in. All into the box. Vadraman Burrell, Ilias Chair, he's in a great position. Gets enough on it from 5 yards out. Clever little ball in from Harvey Vale. Looking for Roman Burrell. Don't know if Ilias give him a shout, knowing it was going to clear him. All of that doesn't matter. 1-1. Ilias Chair gets us back on level pegging.
You could see with the celebrations just how much that meant to him to get Rangers back on track. He's already levelled his tally for last season. Of course, he had his fitness issues, but that's the start you want a player like Chair to get for the season. And it's game on again. Back with the Portsmouth defence. Shane. Moves it left towards Shaughnessy. Swanson now. It's a good turn away from Poku as he gets it back again here, Swanson. And Benge coming across, that's come back off the Portsmouth man, Brett Smith. Rangers throw.
Great defendant. Amadou Mbenge. Portsmouth fans can moan all they want. It's our throw.
I think it was the cheer in the direction of the Portsmouth supporters that might have got them going from Mbenge. Shows he's enjoying the occasion, but he's going to have to be quick with this throw because the countdown started and he was quick with it to get it upfield, looking for Roman Burrell. Shaughnessy wins the first of the headers, and then Chair went on with a bit too much force on the back of Shane, who's down on the ground. Portsmouth free kick. They've had a lot of free kicks from this kind of position, a few yards in front of the halfway line on either side, the latest on the left from their point of view. Portsmouth free kick. Just hits in on that diagonal. And Burrell gets it away. It's picked up again here by Devlin. So he swings another ball in. It was a fairly flat angle. Rangers get the initial touch in there. Harvey Vale, who had come off last, but the throw has gone the way of Portsmouth. And throw taken quickly now on the right, sent on in towards the penalty area. It's headed away as far as Poku. Poku looking to drive out with him, and he's done well. Still Kwame Poku advancing on. He's got Chair to his right, and he finds Ilias Chair here, edge of the area, plays it in first time. It was an idea that we all saw coming, couldn't quite get the curl on the touch, and it's into the gloves of Schmitz.
That's the key. Just a little bit of just wrap your foot round it. Brilliant from Kwame Poku in a deeper area. Picks it up, goes past their midfield. Finds Ilias Chair. He's just looking to steer it into the path of Ramon Burrell. Overhits.
So Portsmouth back on the ball here. Adams. Shaughnessy for Paul. Now towards that right side, Kamara will return it back towards Paul again. He goes left now towards Shaughnessy. Adams has room on this Portsmouth left. He then plays it further wide and has stayed in play. It's back with Adams again. Shane now wide towards Swanson. Swanson against Mbenge. Brooks Smith with the ball into the penalty area. Importantly cut out by Ronnie Edwards. Cleared away then by the R's. Adams winning the next header. Edwards then nodding one on forward, chested down by Devlin. Kamara the target of his pass, and Adamson was then fouled by Kamara.
Well done, Keely Adamson.
So Rangers free kick just outside our own penalty area. On the left of it, and Pierce Charles standing over it. There's a long kick forward back in towards the Portsmouth half. Burrell wins the header on. Saito, as he pulled down to the ground. Rangers want the free kick, and then Saito got back up, tried to win it back, and then fouls the Portsmouth man. Now Portsmouth free kick, similar position to what Rangers had just a couple of moments ago. Very deep for their goalkeeper to take. On the edge of the right side of the box, long he goes. Salter on the first of the headers. Adams now sending one high out towards this left side. Benge putting the pressure on Swanson. Smith now gets it back towards Swanson. Here's Adams, and it's opening up for Adams as he looks to play one into the penalty area, and that was a big chance. The touch from Kamara then took it into the gloves of Charles, but he made the run and the pass was perfect.
I think a lot of people, including myself, thought Adams was going to strike it, edge of the box. He plays a good ball in, it's a clever run, angled run. He's tapped Kamara, just gets away from it at the vital moment.
Portsmouth win it back again in the middle of the park. Here's Swanson. Messi playing it out towards the right side. Devlin then moving it back. Back with the number 6 on the halfway line. He moves it wide to the left for Swanson. Infield now. Adams. Harvey Vale gets a foot in there. Poku returns it back towards Harvey Vale. He goes forward for Burrell. Chair, who's got Saito to his left. Saito's played in behind here for Rangers, taking on Paul, still with Saito inside the penalty area, getting his shot away.
Yes!
And Rangers have turned it around. And it's Saito with the deflected effort into the back of the Portsmouth net. And the R's now lead with 5 minutes of the first half to play.
Well, he gets a little bit of fortune with the strike, but the move before that is really good. few players involved. Couple of passes, then he's away. Comes back on his right foot. Deflection off the Portsmouth defender. Bounces over the keeper. It's come off Devlin. Wrong foot to the goalkeeper. Goes over him. But as you say, Rangers have turned it round.
And he's run on into that Rangers away end to celebrate, Kirky Saito. As we get back underway again.
On there in full voice. Magnificent support once again.
Piers Charles will wait for the Portsmouth pressure for picking it up. And there is a potential head injury, so the referees stopped things. The medical team have been called on here. And a chance for the players to regroup by the head coaches. With a much happier mood now from a Rangers point of view since the turnaround.
Well, it's been a really good comeback. Uncomfortable opening 20-odd minutes, wasn't it? Go a goal behind. We've had a couple of decent moments, 2 well-worked goals.
Now a big 5 minutes, really.
Yeah.
Making their way back onto the field. Kamara is now back onto his feet. He will be walked off by the medical team. So we will continue with the drop ball, which will go into the gloves of Piers Charles. So it's dropped down towards the number 1. And he will wait for the pressure from Bishop. Will now pick it up in goal. Long drop kick forward out with Mbenge the target. It's bounced just over him. It's shielded out well by Swanson, and it will be a Portsmouth throw. Swanson throws it up the line, and it will bounce back towards Clark Salter. Side foot ball away. It's Adams with the next header out for a Rangers throw. Benge goes long with that throw. Chair is chasing. Chester down by Paul, who's acrobatic with the following clearance. Vale wins the next header. He's on the deck, but no foul deems the referee. And Benge winning the next header before it's then kicked long by Portsmouth. And there's pressure here on Jimmy Dunn from Bishop. Bishop kicks it on towards Jimmy Dunn. And he eventually has to volley it away. Couldn't risk making an error, but it will be that position potentially for a long throw here for Portsmouth. We'll wait and see what they do with it. Swanson with the ball in his hands. He goes short towards Shane on the left. To his right foot, then he goes back towards Adams now. Adams moves it back towards the centre circle. Shaughnessy. Shane. Driving on forward, playing it left now. Swanson. Right-footed ball in, that's come off the back of Poku. Swanson then plays it back to the halfway line. Shaughnessy. Shane. Now across that centre circle again for Paul, who can move it off towards that right side. It's Kamara who picks it up here for the hosts. Moves it back towards Paul. Adams. Paul returning it towards Adams. He looks for Shane, and he's found a nice gap there. Shane can work it wide. This is with Devlin. Devlin moves it back to the centre half. Paul again. On that defence, Shaughnessy. 7 minutes at the end of the first half. Played out towards this left side. There came the challenge from Poku, and then Mbenge returns it to Poku. There came the next challenge from Brooksmith, and out of play it goes, Rangers throw. Harvey Vale, his pass deflects back out for another Rangers ball. Throws it forward. Portsmouth win the first of the headers. It's bounced back towards Bishop. There's pressure on him from Dunn. Dunn getting a foot in there with the help of Harvey Vale, and Adamson can play it back towards Pearce-Charles. Floats one out towards this right side. Benge heads it on towards Poku on the halfway line. Poku going forward for Amman Burrell. His ball now looking for Mbenge. Right side here for Rangers, and Benge's ball across, and there's the touch, and there is a third Rangers goal, and it's Ilias Chair again. What an end to this first half for the R's, as Ilias Chair doubles his tally on the afternoon and makes it 3-1 before half-time.
Well, it's brilliantly worked down this near side, our right. Work it well. Amadou Mbenge gets into a really good position. And once he's there, it's just about staying calm and finding a little bit of quality, which he does, and Ilias Chair's on the move inside the box. Lifts it over the keeper. Brilliant end of the half for Rangers. Excellent play down this right-hand side. Ilias Chair's second of the afternoon.
Well, the Rangers fans, remembering what happened at Loftus Road back in March, chanting "We want 6," but
strange game.
We know that, yeah, it's not as simple as that.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Sometimes you look at a game. That wasn't a 6-1 game. I think we had 6 shots, didn't we? Much rather focus on this game, and certainly the last 15 minutes.
And there is still a big chunk of stoppage time left to play, another 3 or 4 minutes. So, I mean, this first half isn't over yet. There's a lot of concentration still to be had here by Rangers, and perhaps even more attacking, as Poku now looks in behind looking for Chair. Schmidt's outside of his penalty area, forced to kick it long first time. It's chested down by Jimmy Dunn. He was then pulled back, but there was an offside anyway. And with the pressure coming in on Jimmy Dunn, the offside awarded, and Rangers have this free kick.
Yeah, good play again from Rangers. Ilias Chair once again making that forward run.
Jimmy Dunn, pressure on him, gets his body in front. It's taken off of him, and there's no foul given. Now there's a chance for Bishop. His ball to the left, it's too far away from him, and Mbenge trying to see it out. It has gone out. Rangers throw deep inside our own half. Well, appeals from both teams. Rangers wanted the foul. Portsmouth then wanted a handball. Mbenge taking this throw upfield, where Portsmouth win the first header, but Chair looking to pick up the second ball. Little shove in the back. Rangers free kick.
Yep, uses his experience there, really is. Bouncing ball. Any touch, going to go over.
There's Jimmy Dunn. Mark Salter going back towards Pearce-Charles now. Floats one forward, but it will go straight into the gloves of Schmidt's. In goal here for Portsmouth. Throws it out towards Poole. Shaughnessy towards Poole again. Adams. Swanson to his left. Swanson picking it up, moving it back towards Schmidt's in goal, who's forced to kick it long under the pressure from Romain Borrell. Adamson wins the header forward, taken down now by Paul. So 2 minutes at least to play of this first half stoppage time. Bear in mind there was a goal within that stoppage time, so it will most likely be longer. Paul by the halfway line, finding Shane, taking it into the centre circle, passing it out to find Shaughnessy. He goes wide to the left. This is Brooks Smith. He goes towards Shane, looking forward from a central position, playing it forward for Adams. He moves it right towards Paul now, back towards Cebu Adams, turn towards the centre half. Shane again here. This time he'll switch it out towards that Portsmouth left, and Benge with the touch, and then the challenge back on him. So now Portsmouth can come away with the ball in behind towards Swanson. Vale cuts back and he passes it out for a Portsmouth throw high up in the Rangers half on their left. Swanson with the ball in his hands. He's taken back here towards Shane. Back towards the centre circle. It's back with Paul. Wide towards the right, where it's Kamara now, taking on Keely Adamson. Kamara moves it behind him to find Terry Devlin. Infield now to Shane. Shane then floats one towards the back post, and Benge is forced to head it behind. It's all he could have done there, and Benge, but it is still a Portsmouth corner.
Yeah, good defending. Amadou, no chances, no risk. Now just defend the corner. Shane will put it in. Right foot.
This will be the last action of the first half. So it's sent in right-footed close towards Pierce Charles, and he claims.
Yeah, good hands. Just what you want from a goalkeeper. Not the greatest of balls in, but confidently held.
Drop kick out now towards this right side from a Rangers point of view, but it is Portsmouth who win that first header. Done up for the next. Shane then takes it down, takes it out to the left side, finds Brooks Smith. There came the challenge from Mbenge, and there goes the half-time whistle from the referee in the first half, which in some ways has had a little bit of everything. It was Portsmouth who took the lead after 15 minutes thanks to an absolutely stunning strike from Terry Devlin, finding the top corner, but the Rangers turn around. It was Chet who got a toe poke in on the ball in from Harvey Vale from close range to level things up, and it was then Koki Saito who was able to add a second to complete the turnaround before Chet then nodded in a third on minute 40. And at half-time, it's Portsmouth 1, Rangers 3 since, well, sum that up if you can.
Well, the last 20 minutes has been excellent from Rangers. Slow start, give the opposition credit, you know, always going to be the same. They score a wonderful strike goal. One from Ilias. Koki Saito makes it 2-1, and Ilias makes it 3-1. So yeah, still work to do, but that dressing room will be a happy place at the moment, but stay in control of your emotions, regroup, and make sure you come out the second half fully focused, because Portsmouth will throw everything at you in the opening 15 minutes once again.
We'll see you in 15 minutes time for it, but for now it's Portsmouth 1, Rangers 3. Welcome back for the second half here at Fratton Park, where Rangers are set to get us going again with a 3-1 advantage going into this second half. There will be a change first for Portsmouth. Kevin McQueen is coming onto the field. As Brooks Smith comes off. But since, what's next? What's needed next, particularly in the opening stages of this second half?
Well, a strong start to the second half, and I say a strong start. Give nothing away. Nothing away. Don't give them a chance to up the ante and get back into the game. So take charge of the game management, and build on what we showed in the last 15-20 minutes or so with stoppage time. Really good recovery from where we were. 3-1, really well worked goals. As I say, you start again, almost go back to 0-0, play the second half on its merits.
Kelly Anderson able to win it back on the halfway line, sending it early, looking for Saito, who will keep on chasing. Devlin gets this challenge in there. It is an early second half Rangers throw within the Portsmouth half, high out on this left side. Adamson ready to take. Finding Chair right on the byline to Adamson. Saito looking to return it towards Adamson. It's come off Terry Devlin and out for another Rangers throw.
It's fine now. It's where Rangers will want it in the opening minutes. Playing the Portsmouth half.
It's going towards the corner flag. And there came the challenge again. And it will be the same once more here for Rangers. With the ball in his hands, throwing it out towards Saito. It's come out to Harvey Vale, sending it towards the penalty area. Portsmouth now trying to pass their way out, but they've given it away to Poku on the edge of the box here, and Benge overlapping, and Benge sending it in first time towards the back post, but it's Schmitz who it was too close to, and he's able to claim in goal for Portsmouth.
He's got forward well. Amadou Mbenge down that right-hand side. Kwame Poku comes inside, leaves the space. He's also defended well as well.
It's back with the Portsmouth goalkeeper Schmitz once more. Passing it out here towards Paul. Devlin. Paul again. Working it on to that left, it's with Shaughnessy. Adams now picking up on the halfway line. There was pressure on him. He's just about kept it under that pressure. Shane now looping it out towards this near side. It's with Terry Devlin. So he looks for his ball in behind. Clark Salter coming across. It's just bounced away from Saito. Portsmouth have it back. That's a nice touch from Kamara, who gets it back again here. This time moves it behind him towards Paul. Shane now drifting infield. Moving it left towards Adams. He goes wide now to the substitutes. McQueen sending it in. It's come off the head of him. Benge and out for a Portsmouth throw high up in the Rangers half.
That's what McQueen will be brought on for. And ball carrier. Can he commit players? Once again, Amadou and Benge in the right position.
Shane has got room to try and pick out a cross, centred in low. It looks like it's come off, well, I was going to say Jimmy Dunn, but I'll happily be wrong in that case because the goal kick has been awarded.
Yeah, it does well, Jimmy. Sees the danger, tracks the run. Like I said, Jimmy saw it coming.
Charles moving it left towards Clark Salter. He sends it direct upfield looking for Romain Borrell. Hands it back to Ronnie Edwards, looking to return to Romain Borrell. It's too far ahead of him, and now here come Portsmouth. Harvey Vale tracking back. And, looks like he did get the man, so the free kick awarded to the home side. A little further forward to the free kicks that they tended to get in the first 45, but a little more central this one.
Yeah, I still think they'll be looking far post. I think it's too far to to shoot. 35 yards out. Right foot and the left foot. Left foot maybe just pull it away from the goalkeeper. Yeah.
Sent in by Segacic. There's the free header, but it's wide. And that's a big let-off. And Rangers had one of them right at the start of the first half as well. Same player, but again, the wrong connection from Shaughnessy.
Yeah, gets free. Set plays against. Probably just need to tighten up a little bit. There's the ball in. He's got oceans of space. He just can't get the direction of his header on target.
Here's Charles playing out to Mbenge, who goes down. Foul from Kavuma McQueen, so Rangers free kick. Referee coming over just to see if Mbenge's okay. And he will be okay. 2,100 Rangers fans singing the name of Amadou Mbenge, now back up onto his feet.
As I said a minute ago, so far he's had a good half of football. Defensively and offensively.
Here's Charles, sends one long. Adams winning the header, which is then seen out for a Rangers throw within the Portsmouth half. On the right for Mbenge to take, as he throws it back towards Harvey Vell, who then plays it back to the halfway line. This is Clark Salter going left towards Keely Adamson, back onto his right foot, looping it back round the defence. Jimmy Dunn then plays it out towards Mbenge. Mbenge driving forward here for Rangers, driving infield as well. There came the challenge on him, but he's able to win it back. Chair now, edge of the area, left-footed shot. And he had eyes on the hat-trick, and it was probably the wrong option there.
Yeah, he's got Kogi Sato out on the left-hand side, wide open.
Portsmouth looking to pass their way out from the goal kick. It's Edwards at the moment leading that press. It's now gone direct. And Mbenge just struggled with the sun in his eyes, but Jimmy Dunn was behind him to pick up the pieces. He now moves it out towards this right side, plays it upfield towards Poku. Poku finding Harvey Vale. Rangers have done well under the pressure to keep it, although that's a risky ball that's not worked out there for Harvey Vale. Clark Salter was cool under the pressure. And he's going to have to slide in for the next challenge. He's won that next challenge and now found Ronnie Edwards, who's looking for the out ball, but it's too far away from Chet. And now Portsmouth can come forward again. There's the ball in behind now towards the substitute. Kavuma McQueen, great tracking back from Amadou Mbenge, and you could hear the cheer from the Rangers supporters appreciating that.
Yeah, McQueen gets the wrong side of him, but he doesn't give it up. Ball in behind, that pace, touch, and Amadou's quick enough to get back once McQueen has that touch.
Portsmouth have it on their left. Shane moving it back towards Shaughnessy. All the play at the moment within the Rangers half. It's the centre half taking it forward to the edge of the area. It's flicked back towards him as he heads it on left. There's the volley over the crossbar from the substitute, Kavuma McQueen. Rangers goal kick.
Well, he put out a touch, actually. He's got more time than he thinks. And likes to go for the spectacular. Shaughnessy breaks forward, headed to him. Is he going to touch it? No, he's going to volley it. Nowhere near the target.
It's Charles, always made a mistake, and it's a big chance here for Kamara. Charles making amends, palmed away. Still the opportunity not finished. There's another shot, and Pierce Charles then claims it. This time diving down to his left. He's quick to apologise. He's back up to his feet, and he throws it out quickly towards Mbenge, who then touches it forward, looking for Harvey Vale, sliding in, keeping the possession, then finding Chair now. It's opening out on this left side here for Rangers. It's with Saito now. Saito's got Keely Adamson just behind him, and the move has stopped, but Rangers still have that possession. This is Jimmy Dunn just about within the Portsmouth half, going left towards Ronnie Edwards. Back to Jimmy Dunn again here. Edwards once more Salter is an option to his left. Edwards goes the other way and returns it towards the Rangers captain. He looked to play it high, but it's headed away by Paul. Edwards then side-footed to get it further out from an R's point of view. It's heading back towards the number 5, but Bishop wins the header. Kamara then moves it infield for Shane, and now there's Acre the space out towards that left side here for Portsmouth as Kamara McQueen sent it first time in behind. The flag was up anyway, and the whistle goes for the offside.
Yeah, get the line spot on. QPR. Just looking down below us, I think Kofi Sato's just gestured to the bench. He's struggling.
Yeah, he's gone down. And Rangers, by the looks of things and the reaction from Julian Stefan, I bet he will be making a change. And they were pointing in the direction of both really Kamara and Alfie Lloyd, who both came running over. We're just waiting to find out if it will be any of the two of them. Saito getting treatment. That's if he's not okay to continue, of course.
He certainly looks like we're struggling.
It's 10 minutes gone of the second half. Rangers still leading by 3-1, and it's actually Paul Smith who wasn't within the trio warming up. He's stripped and ready, and it looks like he'll be coming on.
I just found myself watching the error from Piers Charles when he's trying to play out. Kicks it straight. It's a Kamara. His shot is weak. Allows Piers to get back and make the save.
Saito, well, I say is now off the pitch. He's not yet. So here comes the confusion with the rules. Poku's going to have to come off. No one knows what's happening. The ref doesn't know what's happening. He's now told Poku to stay on. He's now making his way over to the near side. Rangers want to make the change. Kamara's also coming on actually here. Referee speaking with Julian Stefan. So the ref's now stepped away. Poku, who's now on the complete opposite end of the pitch, is being called over by the referee to come off the field. Not as part of substitutions, but as part of the new rules. He's going to get a yellow card if he's not careful. Paul Smith has come on here for Saito. That's a substitution. Kamara is also ready to come on the near side. Well, actually, he's replacing Poku. So Poku is off as part of a sub. Which means no one's come off in terms of it's 11 v 11. Because, of course, when players go down, there's a whole change in the rules. But it's just ended up, after all that mess, it's two Rangers substitutions. It's Saito and Poku who have come off, and it's Kamara alongside Paul Smith who have come on.
Yeah, it's totally unclear, and we probably could have done it a little bit quicker, and I think that's the frustration from Portsmouth's point of view. Referee doesn't seem to know what was going on. Anyway, it's all over. Paul Smith on the pitch, Kamara on the pitch. Elias Pacheco will come and play wider on the left.
So here's Mbenge thinking about a cross. He was caught up on, he took too long to decide in the end. Portsmouth then will get it long, clear up towards Bishop. It's over him. Mark Salter will then be able to pass it back towards Piers Charles. His pass back out towards Clark Salter, who then moves it left here towards Adamson. Adamson, great ball through the middle towards Ronnie Edwards. He looks towards that right side, and Mbenge is going to get there here for Rangers. Edge of the area, sending it in with power, but too close towards Schmitz in goal, who's quick to distribute out now towards Segacic. Clark Salter with the pressure on him and with the foul. And Edwards he's got to be careful. He's booted the ball away after the whistle on a yellow card. Referee's not seen it. Portsmouth have got on with the free kick quickly. Swanson looking to take on Kamara, and that's his first real involvement as a Rangers player, just getting his body in front, winning it back for the arse. Here's Romain Barrel, who has held his run. He now looks in behind. This is Paul Smith now driving on forward. Paul Smith, surely he's taken down. He is on the edge of the area. Rangers free kick. It's heating up in terms of the atmosphere, which sometimes is what you don't want coming here, but it has all resulted in a Rangers free kick in a good position.
Yep, another free kick. Good opportunity, right-hand side, get a good delivery. Harvey Vale with his left foot, Elise Chelgo over right foot. Portsmouth's bench still in the ear of the fourth official.
So Rangers free kick, wide on that right side. Vale steps away. Chair plays it short to Harvey Vale. He goes for goal, but it's over the crossbar.
That's not bad. Once he worked on that one. Just expect Harvey, with his quality he's got, to at least be hitting the target.
So we played half an hour at Fratton Park. Rangers leading by 3-1. Long kick forward, up towards Bishop. Dunn lets it run from Benge, heading it up towards Kamara. Neat turn, plays it left towards Clark Salter. Now forward to Harvey Vale, first time left to Keely Adamson, but it's just too far ahead of the number 2. And to be honest, it actually seemed as if Vale actually had the time to turn and look forward. It's all got a little bit open, a little bit scrappy the last few minutes. Portsmouth coming forward on their left. Mara McQueen. Shane now driving on forward from the centre, finding Adams. Adams goes wide towards this left side. Kavuma McQueen has space to deliver the cross. Adamson hesitated, chests it back to the goalkeeper, and it's now in the gloves of Piers Charles.
Well done, Keely at the far post, stays nice and calm. He gets a call from his goalkeeper, which helps.
Back with the feet of Piers Charles now. He goes right towards Jimmy Dunn. Plays it in towards Kamara. His first time ball left towards Clark Salter. Keely Adamson. Back onto his right foot. Finding Kamara. He then finds Ronnie Edwards. Passes it back towards Clark Salter. On that defence towards Jimmy Dunn. Piers Charles now. Salter again here for Rangers. Taking it to the halfway line, moving it left towards Keely Adamson. Nice ball towards Ronnie Edwards. Checked his shoulder, was aware of the pressure from behind him. Harvey Vale then plays it back to Jimmy Dunn, bringing it forward. Moving it right towards Kamara. Benge now, back with the new Rangers number 18. Here's Jimmy Dunn. Kamara. Driving infield, there's pressure on him. He goes back towards Jimmy Dunn and then all the way back towards Piers Charles. He then goes high to return it towards Jimmy Dunn over the top of the Portsmouth pressure. Sent up towards Paul Smith. Swanson wins it back. Paul Smith stayed alive to it, and now there's space for Rangers to think about advancing. Smith goes left towards Adamson. His ball came then off Terry Devlin, and he's aware of the pressure, which didn't stop from Devlin, and he gets it back towards Piers Charles. Finds a nice gap here towards Ronnie Edwards. Jimmy Dunn now. Benge is an option wide towards that right. Dunn's taken a chance. There came the challenge on him, but he's got away from it just. Now finds Benge just about within the Portsmouth half. Kamara returning it to the Rangers fullback, and now back with the captain. Dunn now finds Piers Charles. Rangers in no rush at the moment to make anything happen with the possession. Piers Charles waiting for the pressure from Bishop, then playing it forward to the feet of Paul Smith on the halfway line, and he's turned neatly there, Paul Smith, as he darts on forward, lays it to his right here for Mbenge. This is now Kamara, Vale edge of the area, opening up on this left side. Chair now on a hat-trick. Chair gets a shot away, it's saved, and then cleared away. Biggest chance of the second half so far.
Well, we work it really, really well. a pass as we get an edge Hilliard's chair. My eye certainly lit up right behind it when he gets it. Strike saved.
Substitution for Portsmouth. Kamara coming off, Josh Murphy coming on. Rangers take the throw. Kamara plays it forward for Romain Borrell. In the end, it was both he and Harvey Vale really getting in each other's way, and it's bounced back towards the goalkeeper, Schmidt. Long ball forward. And the free kick going the way of Portsmouth. Dunn just rising over the back of Bishop. And a chance for them to work one of their set plays from deep. Segatic standing over it. But now has walked away and Swanson will take over.
Just looking at a little tactical shift. McQueen come and play down the right-hand side. Murphy will go down the right.
Free kick's been taken short. Portsmouth now send it into the penalty area. It was dangerous. All it needed was a touch, but there wasn't one. To the relief of Rangers, and it is a goal kick.
It's a great ball in. Just looking at Jay Cloxall, he's just asking for pressure on the ball. Higher up. McQueen comes in, left foot. Dangerous ball towards that far post. Jimmy Dunn does well. Centre of the goal, track his man. He just evades everyone at the far post.
After the goal kick, it's such a good enough in the end for a Portsmouth throw, which is taken back to their goalkeeper Schmidt now. He passes it left. Shaughnessy then goes wide to that left for Swanson. Back with the Portsmouth centre half and all the way back with the goalkeeper Schmidt now. So he's going to look to switch it out towards Devlin, who wins the header on top of Keely Adamson, but it does come back all the way towards the feet of Pierce Charles, who will wait for the pressure and then pick it up away from Bishop before rolling it out towards Jimmy Dunn. Charles now goes left towards Clark Salter. Looks like he's going to mix it up and take a more direct approach, but Portsmouth win the header. Shane now finding Terry Devlin, who will then go all the way back towards Schmidt's in goal. Shaughnessy taking it forward, moving it left now. Murphy then back towards the centre half and all the way back towards Schmidt's in goal. Here's Poole. His ball between the lines was intercepted by Ronnie Edwards. Harvey Vale, whose back heel didn't quite have enough on it for Chair, and Portsmouth have it back again. As important as it is for Rangers to hold their shape off the ball, it's also important not to get too deep too early in any way.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's okay letting Portsmouth have it here. Crowd will get frustrated.
Adamson winning the header on towards Chair on the Rangers' left. Chair's touch invited the challenge from Poole as it goes back to the Portsmouth goalkeeper. Under pressure from Chair to kick it long first time. Chested down by Bishop. Oh, Gavama McQueen, that was a risky ball, and it is now given away, and it's Ronnie Edwards who picks it up on the halfway line. He moves it right towards Kamara, who will then play it behind him towards Mbenge. Kamara's ball then to Jimmy Dunn will put him under pressure, but he's cool under the pressure to get it back towards Pierce Charles, who then passes it left out towards Clark Salter. Ronnie Edwards now found. He'll poke it back towards Jimmy Dunn, who will return it to the Rangers goalkeeper again here. Vale was in acres of space, and he's been picked out by Pierce Charles. Vale now looking in behind, and it was a rush ball, and it's into the gloves of Schmitz.
I should say they work it really well, Harvey Vale. Acres of space. This through pass just overhit.
There's Murphy on the Portsmouth left looking to get round, and Benge sending it in. Oh, it's landed on the roof of the net with no deflection, so it is a goal kick, but a scary moment for a second.
Well, it would have been a scary moment. It would have been a fluke, because that's a cross. But that's what Murphy gives them. He'll give them that directness. Down that left-hand side. Amadou and Benge just getting a little bit of cramp.
So the play's been stopped because the water break now in this second half. And one thing to be aware of from a Rangers point of view, the game changed a lot after the one in the first half.
Yeah, it did us a bit of good.
So they also have to make sure the words are, well, just as fierce, I guess, just as accurate really with this one, with 20 minutes plus what's really an ever-growing stoppage time period to play as well.
Well, you would expect Portsmouth, because they have to throw more forward. If we can just say nice and compact and focused, you know, spaces will appear for us to go and add to our lead, but we don't have to. We just have to manage the game, do the basics well. Onus is on Portsmouth now to come and get themselves back in the game. Sure, they'll probably make another couple of subs as well.
That is what they are doing. Benjamin Arthur will be coming onto the field, along with Marko Milovanovic, a new signing up top. Swanson coming off in the first of the changes. Regan Poole coming off for Milovanovic. And that one's not like for like, that's for sure.
I think they'll change their formation. Almost go with a three at the back. Arthur, Shaughnessy and Devlin. So I'm saying the onus is on Portsmouth to push to get themselves back in the game.
Chris Charles.
We do things right. Spaces should appear. And with the quality we got, can we make it count?
Chet finding a ball forward towards Harvey Vale, waiting for the overlap of Chet, who he now finds on this left, centred in, left-footed towards the back post. Paul Smith wins the header back. It's Kamara onto his left foot. Can he get a shot away? It's deflecting, but it's took the power off it, and it's landed in the gloves of Schmitz.
Well, that was a really good opportunity. Ball to the far post. Paul Smith cuts it back for Kamara. He's done well since he's come on. Well, here's the space, middle of the park, that I fully expect the way they've gone to open up for us.
Oh, great ball from Chet. Paul Smith, right side of the penalty area. Paul Smith gets his shot away. It's deflected behind. It's a Rangers corner.
Just wondering if he could have played Harvey Vale a little bit earlier. From my vantage point, 100 yards away. It's always easy up here. Next to go on the outside. They get the block.
Rangers making a couple of changes. Benge coming off the field. Sprinting off the field because of the new rule, of course. It's Varane who's on to replace him. And Alfie Lloyd will also be coming on, and he replaces Romain Burrell. So I wonder how that changes things in terms of the shape from an R's point of view. We'll wait and see.
I've got an idea what we'll do, but I'll let the corner play itself. I'll come back to that. First of all, can Harvey Vale find a delivery?
So he's centred in left-footed. It's towards that back post, and it's over the crossbar from Alfie Lloyd.
His first involvement, first touch. It's always stretching at the far post. But I think Ronnie Edwards will go to right back. Yep. Just been confirmed that. Seen him go over there. So back four of Edwards done. Clark Salter and Keely Adamson. Varane will go middle of the park with Kamara.
And sent in by Murphy to the penalty area, cleared away by the Rangers centre-half by Salter. Bounces back out towards Arthur. His ball to the left, but it was inaccurate. It's gone straight out for a Rangers throw.
And I think Kamara will just now sit a little bit deeper. And Harvey Vale will play as a 10. So that's my thoughts on what we're going to do. Chair down the left, Alfie Lloyd just like for like in terms of position for Burrell. Portsmouth down the right-hand side. Yeah, just seen Glenn Kamara just dropping back alongside Jonathan Varane.
Portsmouth go direct towards the penalty area. Bishop wins the first header, chested down on the edge of the box. Now this is Segacic flicking it in behind. Dunn volleys that away for Rangers. Devlin wins the next of the headers. Adamson up for the latest, and then Shane beats Chair to it. It's Kavama McQueen who gives it straight towards Alfie Lloyd. Vale looking to return it to Alfie Lloyd, who will give it a good chase, but he's never favourites. But it's then played back towards Schmitz, who then goes left hit towards Arthur. Adams now returning it towards Arthur.
Frustrations from the home crowd. Music to Rangers' ears.
Devlin plays it back towards Shaughnessy. Adams in the centre circle. He goes wide to the left, but that's intercepted by Ronnie Edwards. Breaks for Paul Smith. Edwards forward to his right, and Edwards now found here for the R's, and he's got options in the penalty area. Ronnie Edwards takes it into the box, cuts it back, wins Rangers a corner.
That's a great break from Ronnie. As his touch takes him deep into the box, I'm just thinking, you know, what's his pick out gonna be? Goes hard and low. I probably would have gone dink or a cut back. Just to miss that first man out.
So it's Harvey Vale now to take this Rangers corner. Sends it in swinging delivery to the back post. Dunn wins the first header. Portsmouth then get it away. It's come out towards Chair on the left. Chair onto his right foot, sends another ball in. Shane wins the first header for Portsmouth. He then get it further out. Salter looking to nod it back into the mixer. Paul Smith then takes it down. Lays it out towards Harvey Vale, wide on the right, into the penalty area. He goes onto his left foot. He goes, gets a shot away. It's blocked as far as Ronnie Edwards, who then recycles it out to Kamara. Further wide with Paul Smith. First time delivery, high to the penalty area. It's over Alfie Lloyd. It's headed away by Adams. And now the battle in there with the new Portsmouth striker, who brought down Kamara. The foul from Milovanovic, and the Rangers free kick.
Oh, Kamara does great for us. Uses that experience.
Paul Smith, he will take, being asked to hurry from the referee. Ooh, and Harvey Vale's now wandered over, and if he takes, there might be a little bit of trouble. We'll wait and see. It is Vale who takes, and he floats it into the penalty area, and it's ended up in the gloves of Schmitz.
Oh, rather than float, he elects to sort of drill it.
Portsmouth give it away. Ronnie Edwards picks it up. Gets it back from Paul Smith, now finds Kamara. Kamara finds the gap towards Paul Smith, who can drive forward for Rangers. There's an option to his right, who he finds in Harvey Vale. First time delivery into the penalty area. Shaughnessy gets it away. Shane will pick up the second ball, pass it out wide to this left here for Portsmouth, who are driving on forward through Murphy. And it was Kamara tracking back, getting a foot in there. Portsmouth throw.
Excellent again.
Portsmouth have it within their defence. Devlin now on the halfway line, playing it wide towards that right. Kavama McQueen getting away from Adamson, and then Varane, and then sending it in, but with no accuracy, and you could see his frustration. Punching the ground as it goes behind for a Rangers goal kick.
He's on his weakest foot. Don't make an excuse for him because it's an awful cross.
Here's Charles to take this goal kick. Just over 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go at Fratton Park. It's Portsmouth 1, Rangers 3. And the goal kick has gone straight out for a throw hit for Portsmouth, which is taken back towards Smits. Devlin. Segatic. Looks to get to the return ball. Clark Salter beats him to it and kicks it straight out for a Portsmouth throw.
Just limping Jake as he came out of that. That's fatigue, a cramp. Just keep an eye on him.
Portsmouth have the ball within the Rangers half. Arthur moving it left towards Murphy, taking on Edwards. And he's got round Ronnie Edwards here. Murphy, left side of the box, plays it in. Oh, it's flashed right across the face. There was no touch, though, from a Portsmouth point of view. It's broken out towards this right side. And played back towards Devlin. Sent in first time by Adams. Dunn rises highest, and now Paul Smith will break with it here for Rangers. Taking it to the halfway line and beyond. On he goes on this right side. Kamara driving forward to overlap. Paul Smith hangs on to it. He's got Harvey Vale in field. Oh, he's just taken a little too long there. And then no one's getting onto that second ball, and Portsmouth, well, they rush the clearance, and Adamson's able to play it on towards Jonathan Varane. The attack can continue if Rangers choose to do so. Varane will decide just to keep this possession within the Portsmouth half. And Kamara now finds Paul Smith. Back with Kamara. Alfie Lloyd playing it back towards Paul Smith. Rangers want a free kick after the challenge on Kamara. They don't get it, but they still have the possession with Kamara, who's now back on his feet. Alfie Lloyd to his right. Back towards Kamara again. Oh, he's floated one out to this left side. Oh, what control from Adamson. He had no right to take that in his stride.
That's brilliant.
He then plays it left towards Chet. Infield to Harvey Vale, returning it towards Chet. Back with Harvey Vale again. Chet's gone down off the ball. Vale darting on himself to the penalty area. Cuts it across. Oh, it was inches away from Alfie Lloyd, sliding in at the back post. In the end, it's gone behind for a goal kick. How close was that?
Very close. What a ball in from Harvey Vale. Left foot. Flashes it across the 6-yard box. Alfie Lloyd's on the move. How close he was to getting the vital touch, not quite sure, but I know it was close.
Smith heads one on for Alfie Lloyd. Looking for a foot race here with Arthur. So he takes it down on the right, then turns back. Always played it back riskily. And Milovanovic then slipped after the heavy touch, so it's gone out for a Rangers throw by the halfway line on the right.
Having a chance a couple of minutes ago, Portsmouth had a really good opportunity, and it was Milanovic. Josh Murphy down that left-hand side, doing what he does well. Gets on the outside, flashes a cross in.
Adams coming off it. Bailey coming on to replace him. We will continue with this Rangers throw. Edwards throws it long. Lloyd won the flick on, but it was Vale who was being shielded off by Sean Essie. And Schmitz then rolls it out to his right. Kavama McQueen finding Devlin. Sean Essie off towards that left side with Arthur on the halfway line. Plays it further wide here for Murphy. Murphy's going to look for that big switch out towards Kavama McQueen. Adamson got a touch. He's then been pulled down. Then there came the challenge on Emerson, who had Varane just behind him to help out. He's by his own corner flag at the moment, Varane. It's a difficult position for the number 40. He's driving towards his own penalty area. But he's found a great pass towards Kamara. It was risky, But when it pays off, and it has done on that occasion. As Edwards now plays one out to the right here for Portsmouth, driving forward, getting away from Murphy, playing it in behind. It's Alfie Lloyd, right side of the box, and in the end, his cutback will be kept in play on this left side by Elias Chair. Varane now. Pressure from Shane, he's got away from Shane. Still Jonathan Varane, he's being pulled down on the edge of the box. Rangers free kick.
Yeah, well
Chair's eyes will be lighting up, I'm sure.
As well.
Just over 5 minutes of normal time to play. Slightly further up than I first thought when the free kick was awarded. And I know what you'd be doing. I know what Chair, I think, will be doing as well.
What was it? 26, 27 yards. And the 5 Elias Chair. Harvey Vale's just respotted the ball. Maybe the angle favours the left footer, but
so it is Harvey Vale, but it's over the crossbar. Sign of a team player, that, from Chair, letting Harvey Vale take, but it wasn't, or it didn't work out as we wanted. Goal kick has been taken swiftly and then sent long here by Devlin. Dunn coming across to win the header. It's going to break out towards Shane. His header could only find Kamara, but then Arthur then nods one forward and out's chested down on the edge of the box. It's Kavuma. McQueen inside the area, left footed shot, deflects. Oh, it's just wide. Via deflection, it will be a Portsmouth corner.
Well, we're right behind it. It's probably a foot wide. For an agonising moment, I thought it was going to creep inside that far post.
So a corner here for the hosts. Rangers need to stay switched on defensively, that's for sure. In swinging delivery towards the penalty area. Vale rises highest to get the first ball away. Segacic then heads one back. Ruben McQueen then recycles it out towards that left side. It's with Murphy taking on Smith onto his right foot, getting it into the box, headed away by Ronnie Edwards. And Smith will just put his boot through the ball, kick it out for a Portsmouth throw. The referee's actually asking for Portsmouth to go further forward to take it. Well, and then a different player with another ball in his hand ended up taking it. This now has been legally taken, so we're back underway. Bailey and Devlin now plays it wide towards this right side. Kavama McQueen getting it onto his right foot, then turning back. Devlin's first time delivery inside the penalty area. Portsmouth have it, move it back out to the edge of the box with Bailey. He moves it back to Arthur. Rangers very deep at the moment. It's back with Bailey again. Bailey moves it right on towards Devlin. Devlin, and then infield, Kavama McQueen for Arthur. Shane a few yards to his left. He goes all the way out wide for Murphy, now taking on Paul Smith again. Murphy looking to get it onto his left foot, sending it in, and Ronnie Edwards gets it over his own crossbar and behind for another Portsmouth corner.
Brilliant interception from Ronnie Edwards, but there's Murphy again. He's done it 3-4 times since coming on. Just attacks down that left-hand side, takes the space, he's quick, flashes the ball in, but Ronnie Edwards in a great position. That's the referee getting involved with now. I think he ran over to see if it's in the segment, and it is.
So the corner can be taken deep towards that back post. Rangers win the first contact, and there was also a foul on Piers Charles. I was watching it the whole way, and I was surprised the whistle didn't go. It did then eventually.
Yeah, good. Just what Rangers need.
We are almost at the 90th minute. So we're just over a minute away from finding out how much stoppage time there is. Piers Charles with the long kick forward. Chair then going high over the top. Paul Smith with the header, and he tried to dink it over the goalkeeper, Schmitz, who was aware of the situation.
He's unlucky.
And he now distributes it out quickly to Murphy, who can drive on forward. Paul Smith the first to track back for Rangers. Murphy then goes down. Referee plays advantage. It's then sent into the penalty area. It's Piers Charles able to claim.
Just want to pick up on Paul Smith there as a wide player. You know, he's trying to improvise with a header, and it's a great attempt. He then sprints 80 yards. Doesn't win the ball back or anything, but the absolute endeavour, attitude for himself and for the team at this late stage in the game, brilliant.
Portsmouth have it on that left again, sending it towards the penalty area, and Adamson wasn't sure, didn't want to take a chance, ends up heading it behind for a Portsmouth corner.
Yeah, does the right thing.
Board is about to go up, but it's broken.
Wow.
So we'll have to wait and see how much stoppage time there is. There we go. The stadium announcer does it for us. 6 minutes. Corner for Portsmouth.
Maybe they should just do that.
So it's sent into the penalty area. Punched away by Piers Charles, but it's still up high, where Dunn wins the next header. Shane will pick up the next ball, but he's got a lot of time here to assess and then float the next ball in. Where the header was won by Bishop, or Charles hesitated. There was the effort towards goal, but it's deflected off the Rangers goalkeeper and away. Huge opportunity. Rangers won a free kick. I think Portsmouth actually won a penalty somewhere in there.
They were appealing for the penalty, but let's take nothing away. It's a great save from Piers Charles.
Portsmouth come again. Murphy, corner of the edge of the area. Looks to play one in behind. It's come back off Kamara. Lloyd with the next challenge. Then getting away from Arthur. Now he can drive forward. Here Alfie Lloyd into the Portsmouth half. He then turns back. Finds Kamara, looking for Jonathan Varane. Varane turns, holds on to it, finds Kamara. Kamara goes high, comes off the Portsmouth man. Lloyd will keep on chasing, gets there ahead of Shaughnessy, and then Devlin hammers it away. Where Edwards wins the first of the headers, chested down by Jonathan Varane. He looks to then play one up high. Paul Smith battling, trying to nod it on towards Vale. Kamara winning the next header. Shane then able to get one forward. Salter misses his challenge, and now there's options and a drive forward here for the home side. Shane goes for goal. That's comfortable for Piers Charles, able to claim.
Well, you know what, Tyler, I'm pleased he shot there, because I think he's got a couple of options, one either side of him. So I'm pleased he shot from 25 yards and he scuffs it a little bit, and it's comfortable.
Devlin has it here. Ivana McQueen plays it out to this right for Segacic. Onto his left foot, he can keep on drifting in field here. Segacic, oh, he's found a great gap towards the left side of the box. It's Murphy, and it's off target with no deflection. And in the end, it's actually gone out for a throw.
Well, I think it's a cross, and I think it's a poor cross for someone with his quality. I think he puts too much on it. He doesn't need to put it in the air. They find him, he stretches. I think he's just got to side foot that along the 6-yard box. He's leaning back.
Well, after the throw, it's Portsmouth to win the header, and it's Bishop right side of the box hit for the home side, sending it across. Oh, who did that come off last? It looks like it came off the Portsmouth attacker and wide for a Rangers goal kick. Would certainly take that.
Well, it's another poor cross, because it's absolutely hammered at him. He can't get out of the way. He can't get anything more than the whole of his body on it. Two strikers combining. Just seeing the save from Piers Charles. Milovanovic.
Rangers currently have a throw within the Portsmouth half, exactly where we want it, with 2.5 minutes of stoppage time left to play. Alfie Lloyd. As he barged to the ground, but he's got it back here. Still Alfie Lloyd, right side of the box, cuts it back, took a deflection, cleared away as far as Kamara wide on the Rangers' right. There came the challenge on him. Rangers throw.
You see Alfie Lloyd over on the far side do what he does best. Not giving stuff up.
He's now got it by the corner flag. So it was taken off of him and then cleared long up towards Bishop. Dunn comes across. Edwards puts his foot through the ball. As it's played long towards Bishop. Dunn putting his pressure on Bishop, and now it's picked up on this left side, edge of the area, into it now for Portsmouth, and then a miss kick. And Piers Charles will wait for the pressure before picking it up in goal for Rangers. To the big jeer of the 2,100 fans, and I can probably just about say now the trip has been worthwhile.
And the fans have been magnificent again. The backing they give the players and the club. Players have done their bit as well today. After, let's face it, an awkward start, opening 20 minutes or so, go behind. Portsmouth are the team in the ascendancy, but they turned it round.
Says Murphy wide on the left. His ball in is low. Oh, Dunn's actually just got caught in two minds, and it wasn't sure if Edwards was taking over, so he's ended up kicking it behind for a corner.
Well, I think I know what happened there. Jimmy's called for it. Ronnie's left it, but his angle of run has ran across Jimmy's where he wants to play it. So Jimmy's ended up giving him what seems like an unnecessary corner away.
So it's sent in close to the 6-yard box, and Piers Charles claims.
Just what you want from your goalkeeper.
He's down with cramp, but it doesn't matter, because there goes the full-time whistle. And for the first time since 2019, it's a win on the opening day for Rangers. And for the first time since May 2000, it's a win at Fratton Park by the same scoreline. That scoreline, Portsmouth 1, Rangers 3, Chet with a brace, Saito with a goal in there too. That was all after Terry Devlin scored on minute 15. But it is Rangers who opened the season with a victory. Since, sum it up.
Well, it's a fantastic opening day away win. Uncomfortable sort of start. You go a goal behind, great strike. Then the boys, they claw their way back. I thought we scored 3 well-worked goals. And I have to say, the second half we've been relatively comfortable. So really good, some really good performances. Because opening day, I've said it before, you never quite know. You never quite know. You can do all the training, you can do all your pre-season, you can win every game pre-season. You come to the real stuff, you're never quite sure. So well done to the boys. Really, really good win. Build on that. Confidence will be high. Big well done to the fans behind the goal. Players can go and celebrate. Clap them. Everyone will go home. Back up that M3. Really, really happy. But yeah, come on, you ours.
And we'll see you as we do it all again at Loftus Road against Bolton Wanderers next up.